Many developers enjoy writing code. That is how they get into their flow. They enjoy modeling processes. They enjoy telling the computer what it is they want it to do. Sadly, though, the complexity of modern systems forces one to spend a lot of time in operations. So setting up Docker containers, managing clusters, Kubernetes clusters. Now, all of those tools have made the process a bit easier, but it's still not quite there. We still want a solution that allows developers to do what they do best and what they enjoy doing without having to think about a lot of things that go around that. And if I were able to just write code or write out the process or design the business process for the computer without having to worry about all the other aspects operationally, I would be very happy.
So when it comes down to being able to integrate with services that are maybe traditionally difficult to integrate with, or require a lot of specified and strong knowledge in that space, being able to abstract that a little bit and put that into its own step and its own management, that would be extremely useful and increase my productivity.
I think it'll definitely bring the realm of programming more into a visualized context. So doing things like templating out examples of what needs to be done, which is often a TDD practice where you test what you want and make sure the test fails, and then you do what you need to do. Whereas the method we're going for sort of makes you lay out exactly what those things would be in a test, and would pretty much be a failing flow until we fulfill those conditions. And then within the UI we're building, you could visually track those in a very relevant fashion.
Yeah, just visually able to represent things to bridge the gap between us and the actual people that are just structuring the organization makes it a lot easier for us to get our point across easier, them being able to model what they feel the organization should be structured as, and us being able to do what we do and them do what they do without any much friction as you would normally get in those kind of situations.
The one thing I think that a user might struggle with is how to structure or build that flow or that set of functions, because you've got like loops, and some people don't understand the concept of a loop. Maybe simple sequence steps, which in this case one thing happens after the other, that's quite easy for someone to grasp. But when it comes to loops and more parallel paradigms like the race step and things happening more at once, that maybe might be a bit complicated for a user for the first time to grasp. But I think once they actually see it in action, that barrier won't be an issue.
I think the way in which we're changing how you build software, I think just that shift is for me what I see being the biggest barrier. You know, people have done coding and stuff in a certain way and building software in a certain way, and we're kind of building this product that says, hey, there's actually a better way to do it. People don't like change, so I think getting people to buy into the change of that this way is actually a simpler and faster way to actually build software. I think for us that's going to be the biggest challenge that I see.